What's up, guys? My name's Sean. I'm a full-time clothing eBay reseller, and today we're going to ship some items. We have over $900 in sales to ship. That's pretty much all day yesterday and like a little bit this morning. So pretty awesome sales day. I'm going to check the stream because I'm still getting used to OBS. I want to make sure we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, we're definitely good. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you guys come on in. I have a tremendous story to share with you guys. It's about my sourcing day in Oklahoma City. I went north instead of south, but I had a great time. I filmed all day yesterday, so I'm going to start editing that video probably after I do like my eBay listings. For my day, the way I structure it, it's basically focused on like my family, like my wife and son first, and then whenever they go off to work and daycare respectively, then I focus on myself for about an hour, and then usually Randy comes in. She's my part-time employee. Today she's not coming in. She's coming in tomorrow, so that means I took a little extra time like moseying around. I decided to get all my sales together. I always ship items, and then I do my kind of like miscellaneous time. It's a couple hours where I decide, do I want to go to a thrift store, like go talk to somebody, and then eventually I have to eat lunch and then do like my eBay work. The grunt work is like posting the listings for the day. So I have to do that. Luckily, I do have photos saved, but for now, we're going to ship some items. I'm going to talk to you guys. I want, everyone to kind of enjoy the stream, and I want to make sure that, oh no. Good God, dude. This is what I'm talking about. Insane. Okay. Jeez. All right, guys. Hey, what's up, y'all? My name's Sean. I'm a full-time clothing eBay reseller. If you're catching the stream now, then you're live, right? And you're seeing it. I have over $900 in sales. I'm still getting used to the OBS software. If you're watching the replay, then you probably just watched like the first segment of me talking. So I don't know how that's going to work, but this is why I'm doing a live now, so I can get used to using the software. But essentially what I said, let's just go back. I had an amazing sourcing day yesterday in Oklahoma City. I decided to go north instead of south to Dallas, which is where I typically source. I'm trying to develop a route. I'm going to share that story with you guys. It was pretty awesome, definitely challenging. If you go to a new city or a city you haven't been to in like over a year, then you definitely have to figure out like what prices have changed, where the good stores are, and I'm going to show you guys how I did that yesterday. So I hope you come on in. I was going to I was talking about how I like structure my day. So the way I structure my day is I make sure my wife and my son are taken care of in the morning, and then whenever they go to daycare or work, they go to work and daycare, my wife and son, then I focus on myself. So what I mean by that is I like to work out or eat breakfast, coffee, do those kind of things, shower, and then Randy usually comes in at 9 a.m. Well, today she's off. She's working tomorrow, so that means I get to do all the shipping, which is, it's fine. I do miss her, and I do miss having that morning, water cooler type talk. You say, how are you doing? Like, how's the day? Everyone's doing good. So anyway, that's why I decided to go live, and I also wanted to test OBS because I want to be better at using technology. I want to be able to get out there, share my knowledge, and learn from you guys because I don't know. I've been learning a lot about reselling, social media, from just like putting myself out there and then hearing what you guys have to say to me. So I really appreciate all that. Becky says the live looks good. Awesome. And Yosef, what's up, man? Okay. So over $900 in sales. That was pretty much all day yesterday, and then a little bit of this morning's sales. So tremendous. We've bounced back the last 3 days in sales. We had probably last month was 30% down, but the last 3 days have actually been above average. So I am excited about that. I hope your sales start bouncing back. Now, what I've noticed with thrift stores, I go and thrift these the clothes at thrift stores mainly. A lot of high school, college kids are there. A lot of people maybe only have work during the school year and they're off in the summer. So the thrift stores have been a little dry and people aren't donating as much because they're on vacation. So once school year starts up again, hopefully there'll be less competition as far as your casual shoppers and hopefully some more donations. So Yosef's new to reselling. I have an Instagram. I'll DM you what's What's up? What's Instagram? Yeah. So my Instagram is on the description of the YouTube channel and stuff. It's Taylor Exchange. I think _exchange. You can hit me up and I'll get back to you when I got a chance. Moss Tayat says, hello. Do you use a RN number and CA on your listings? If so, where are item specifics? You put them. Thanks, dude. RN and CA number. I'm not really sure what those are. And the answer, I guess, would be no, because I don't know what those are. Yeah, Yosef, you got to check the channel out if you're new, man. There's a lot of information I've been putting out. We're going to get started, though. First item up, we have this American Eagle Cargo Classic shorts. They were, a little worn, a little old, but I accepted a lower offer. $19 shipped on the camouflage, mainly because that's a size 28. And it is not, holy cow, this is not the right one. I was wondering, because look how big this one is. The number here on the SKU is 101.92, and the one that I actually had to pull was 102.92. So I actually grabbed the wrong one, but it was camo, and I just grabbed it. So like all the numbers were right except this one. This is way bigger than a 28, so this is the wrong item. And had I not been live, maybe I wouldn't have caught that. So that's pretty cool, but not cool because I messed up. First item, it happens, man. I think it's not dyslexia, but it's you're just seeing so many of those barcodes with these numbers, and usually Randy calls them out on the tablet, and then I grab them. So today I had to look at the tablet, grab them, and made a mistake. I got a call coming from Brian. I'm going to have to not answer. So that's another thing new. I'm using my iPhone 14 Pro as my webcam, and that's part of the reason why I got the MacBook Pro. But whenever calls come in, I guess you're going to hear that noise. So got to call him back later. A65 Picker, good morning. What's up, man? Here we go. Let's go with this item. This is an LL Bean long sleeve Henley. It's a large tall. Did not sell for much money. Usually with the Henleys, people will buy like multiple. This one didn't sell for much money, but we are going to press on. Becky says RN can be helpful if you need to look up the name, but buyers rarely research RN number. Oh, that's the style, right? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. The RN is like the code that's on like Nike. It's on a lot of products. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, I don't use those. Generally waste of time including in the listing. Use time to include a catchy keyword instead. Yeah, Becky, I will say some of the better clothing resellers like Big Yumbo, Kaylee Eileen, some of those people, they look up RN number to find the exact model of the gene or the item, and that actually can help increase the value. Cool is a great example of that, and like Madewell, some of those other ones that have just tons of products. Yeah, so let's see, 1-2. Yeah, so RN numbers do come in handy, but no, I don't use them on the listings. I do not. I'll have to pack this up. Yeah, UPS Ground Advantage has actually been pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have been using it. I guess most people have been. Pretty awesome. And let's just throw this out there. We got to the blue bags, so we finally got through those pink ones. These are I think these are the light blue. If you guys are new to the channel, you're looking for poly bags, use the code Taylor10 Gyro Pack. It's in the description. You can get colored poly mailers. A friend of mine, Mike, he's a big time reseller. He just bought 5,000 bags, and he says it was super cheap. Use code Taylor10 Gyro Pack. They are my first sponsor, and I'm a ride or die with them because they're the best prices. Better than Amazon, better than eBay. Can't beat them. But yeah, Gyro Pack. Let's see. Fat Pander says, I found 2 Old Navy camo shorts 2 days ago at the thrift. Would have never picked them up if I didn't see your video. Excellent, man. Yeah, it's crazy. You know what's another crazy one is vintage Mossimo with the red tag. That cargo camo is like a $30 item. So that's another one that people just don't really know about. And the only reason I know about it is because my thrift stores in my town, I have like 2 big ones, one Goodwill and one Faith Mission Thrift, and then some like little smaller ones that aren't very good. They don't have that many like expensive brands. So I had to search all the low-end brands and find whatever money I could in those, and then I started taking these out-of-town trips to where the big city and where all the money's at. So that is kind of my backstory on how I learned a lot of this stuff. You just gotta look the comps up. It's pretty much what it is. I'm glad you guys are showing up, though. I really am, because I was Oklahoma City is like 30 minutes longer than the Dallas drive, and whenever I put in my GPS to go home after the last thrift store is 8:05, I wasn't expected to come home until like 11:40, and I hadn't even eaten dinner yet. So I ate dinner, and then I kind of sped a little bit to get home, and I got home at like 11:35. I kind of decompressed for like 10-15 minutes, then I went to bed. Then my son, he woke up at 1:30, and my wife gave him a bottle, and then he was fussing and just wouldn't go back to sleep, so she asked if I could kind of hold him and go back to sleep because she had a really busy day with him. He was sick yesterday. And anyway, so then I was up at like 1:40 to like 2:15, and then I slept until 6:15. So it's been a little bit low energy. I haven't worked out yet today, but I think I'm going to do that mid-afternoon. I'll probably leave my store early, my downtown buy-sell trade store. I'll probably leave early and try to hit that workout at like 2 or 3 o'clock. So, and then after that, I'm going to edit the YouTube video that I filmed yesterday. So you guys can come along with me on the video and see the Oklahoma City thrift route and see what I picked up. I picked up some awesome items, like 2 I consider home runs, and that I never pick up because I just never see that good of items. And then I found like a big lot of items. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can kind of see some of that stuff ahead of time, like a little sneak peek. So these are Dahui, D-U-H-A-I is how I say it, Dahui, or D-A-H-U-I, Dahui. Those went for $8.11 plus $9 shipping. It's $8.99 shipping, but I'll just say $9 because it's easier to do the math. They're not great sellers, but they do sell. They do sell regularly though. So Inglewood Deal says, "Oh, you started off the bat this time." Yeah, but I had the video as unlisted on YouTube because I didn't want it going public while I was still figuring out the stream. So for 1 minute and 40 seconds, I was talking, and it was live on OBS, but it wasn't live on YouTube. Then I turned on public. So the rerun's probably going to have 1 minute and 40 seconds, I think, of me just talking, and then I had to redo the intro. So still trying to figure it out. But yeah, Inglewood, glad to have you in, man. JK figured out it's just new. It's new software for me. So here's a short sleeve button shirt. This is the Blake cut, Ralph Lauren. It didn't sell for much money. When it comes to the solid colors, especially if it's a little bit faded, I'm gonna stop buying them. I was buying these pretty heavy because I only spend like $3 on them, but it did not sell for much money. 15 shipped with $3 purchase cost is just not enough money for me. And you know, if that's all you got though, you can make some money on it, but it's going to be a lot harder. You have to list a lot more items. So we're going to go to a little better stuff. Where do you buy your roll of terminal labels at? I get them at Uline. I bought the 22,000 pack, and it was $140 or $160, something like that. It's a lot of labels. I just had to re-up and buy my second box. It was crazy. But they last a pretty long time. Inglewood says Old Navy camo cargo or camo shorts are the big sellers for me. I can't keep them in stock. I know. I picture the guy, and you see them all the time, but those guys kind of like fade. They're not like flashy dudes. They just wear the cargo camo. And check it out, like I got the cargo camos on today too. These are the American Eagle Classics. That's one of my favorite lines of American Eagle. Really like the only thing of American Eagle I wear. Excuse me. I did want to go live today because I have a couple sales that were like over $30 and a couple sales over $50 too. One was like almost, I think it was over $100. Maybe two. Definitely one. No, hold on. Yeah, definitely one or two that are like $80, $100 sales. So we're going to get to that. Oh, here's a good one. So this is Roosevelt. Let's see if you guys can see him. So Roosevelt's the brand, but it'll be RSVLTS. And this is Macho Man Randy Savage. This shirt sold for $54.86 plus $8.99 shipping. And I bought this for $5 at the thrift store. I had another one I bought. They were both right next to each other. And the other one sold right away. I think I undersold it. So I priced this one higher. And that's Roosevelt's a tremendous brand. They have all over prints. It's usually pop culture. Really cool stuff. I wish I found more of them. So. All right. Rummage for Riches says, I'm listing all clothing underground advantage flat rate, and if priority is cheaper for over £1, then I go with priority at the time of shipping. Yeah, I've noticed for me, priority will be $7.20, and then advantage will be $7.35 on certain ones depending on the location. And Rummage for Riches says, oh, and hello from Tennessee. Daylight second shout out ? Daylight second. Don't know what else you want from me on that one, but yeah, there's your shout out. So there's another one coming up that's good. So I don't know if you guys follow Instagram or have Instagram pages. I think it's good to have because you can kind of message creators and other people, and you can see a lot of like items to resell like quickly if you're looking for that, or just you see a lot of like creative people and you can kind of follow along. So there is a let's see. Well, I got 2 more items to pack before the good one, but one more item. I tried to share, and the shirt that's coming up I shared whenever I found it because I knew it was going to be super expensive. The item I clicked into just now, though, was Mountain Khakis, but it sold once the stream started, so I don't have it. A lot of the times that does happen where items sell, and then I have to go get them later. But yeah, anyway, so like Instagram, I'm trying to build it. I think we're at like 600 followers on Instagram or something. So go check that out if you want. This is Diesel Industries. It's a short sleeve polo, but the sizing was really weird. Diesel's one of those like small people sizes where it's like they just make them tighter for some reason. I don't know. I accepted an offer on this just because of that discrepancy, and hopefully the person buying it understands that. But there could be a return on fit for this side or for this item, and usually if that happens, and it's like under like $15 or $20, but this was under 20. It was like a $17 sale. I may just say keep the item, but I may have them send it back. I don't really know. I just don't want to resell it because I kind of already knew going into it after doing the measurements that it measures like it's an XL, but it's closer to a medium in like pit to pit. But then if you have a large slim, then yeah, that's the same pit to pit as like a medium pretty much. So it varies a lot. A lot of it has to do with the brand itself and how many times it's been washed and things like that. So don't wash on hot heat, if you want to avoid that. But sometimes you pick it up and you just don't really realize. So I try to hold them up sometimes to myself, but we're buying a lot of items in the day, so we don't always have time to go slow with each one. All right. So right here, this is kind of an ugly shirt if you ask me. This is a vintage Polo Ralph Lauren, and it's called the Surfer print. This one sold for $97.74 plus $8.99 shipping. So over $100 all in, and I think I paid like $7 for it. I knew right away, mainly because I've sold tons of Polo Ralph Lauren, and if I never see something, I know it's expensive. So I've sold all the cheap Ralph Lauren stuff many a times, but when I see something like this, yeah, very, very cool. But yeah, I put this on my Instagram when I found it, and I knew it was going to sell, and I really probably should have been taking screenshots before I started the sales, and then I could have made like, I don't know, like a little reel or something. But yeah, I'm trying to make more of that content, the short form stuff. 865 Picker. Recently, I have heard a lot about AI for descriptions on numerous reseller videos. I do not find this option on my iPad or computer. Do you use this? Can you shed any light on it? Yeah, so I've been using ChatGPT since February. It came out in November 30th, and it actually reached 1 million users in 5 days. So ChatGPT, they're trying to integrate it with like search platforms like Bing and YouTube. Even you can transcribe these videos and it'll give you summarizes of it and things like that. I don't know if transcribe is the right word, but yeah, it gives you like a summary of it. I guess it would transcribe because it takes the video, puts it in word form. Anyway, the way I was doing it, 865, and I actually thought about creating like a product where, like a business where you describe. So say somebody, and you could take this business if you want. Say you're in a smaller town like me, and there's a lot of electrical companies or plumbing companies. You could pretty much ask them what they want on their website and put that question into ChatGPT and then have it spit out like a description. So for eBay, for example, you could put, let's see, I want to sell this Stanley Chrome 25-inch tape measure. ChatGPT, give me a description of that tape measure for an eBay listing. It spits it out. You copy and paste. That's all you would do. I don't know if you can do it directly on it, but for the phone use, I think it'd be easier on a desktop than a phone. That's for sure. But yeah, it's if you have an item, the problem is it's not 100% accurate. If you tell it like describe this product, and it only has data up until I think 2021, unless you pay for the actual like most up to date, which is called ChatGPT 4, I believe, and that one is actually like 10 times stronger, more impressive than the actual the free one that you can get. All you got to do is create a username and login. I would highly suggest it because, for example, I could use it for YouTube videos, how to title a video thrifting in Oklahoma City, and then it gives me a couple titles or a title, and then I say, give me 10 more titles. Give me 10 more titles that'll get a 1 million view video, or give me a title that depicts anger or happiness or inspiration, and then it'll give you like different things, and you can use it as like a brainstorming tool. So when it comes to using it for eBay, yeah, if there's an item you're not really sure about, but you definitely want to check to make sure, because one time I think it was like a tech item or something, and it was vintage. I didn't know what it was, and it told me, like, it gives you like kind of a generic overview of what it is and then some details of it, but the details of it, it was actually for a different model. I think it was an Apple product or something like that, and it gave me like slightly wrong information, so it's not 100% correct, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. Ping says, I think eBay's AI is only for eBay mobile. Yeah, I haven't really looked at it. I just don't know about all that. This is a Nike Golf short sleeve polo. It's striped. When it comes to the Nike Golf stuff, if it's striped or like has a cool pattern to it, it usually sells for more money. This one went for $15.19 plus $8.99 shipping, so pretty solid on that one. We're paying like $8 on Nike polos. I mean, not $8, $4. $4. I don't know why I said $8. $4. Okay. Cool. Oh, and what's up, Ping? You came in and didn't say hi. You just went straight into answering other people's questions, which is very, very generous of you. Johnny Jupiter says, trades in Poshmark? Nope. 865 picker. Where would I find Chat GPT Golf Papa Tango? eBay or an app. So it's I don't know if they have an app, but you just go to the website. So it's picture it like YouTube or Facebook. You just create a login, and then now you have access to Chat GPT. So yeah, it's an excellent tool. Sleepless Endeavors. What's up? It's going well. I'm pretty tired. I'll tell you that. I'm a pretty tired dude. I'm way behind, but I wanted to jump on and talk to some of you guys and you know, have some company while I was shipping items today. We had some good ones. We've definitely had some good ones. Here's another Under Armour polo. Well, this is an Under Armour. That was a Nike one. This is just solid orange. It's almost like that safety orange. This one sold for $14 plus $9, so $23. It's a 2XLT, and that's the reason you got the money for it. Sometimes I go for like mediums and larges if it's like a nice clean, you know, short sleeve polo with no damage, and they can still go for like 19, 21, but this one went for 23. So I'm loving it. Let's see. How many people are here? Holy tamale. There's 40 concurrent viewers with 13 likes. Appreciate everyone that's in here. 13 likes on 42 viewers now. Pretty solid. We have Pink Cheese says, hi, Sean. Yeah, sorry about that. No, it's cool. It's cool. I got you. Michelle says, hit the thumbs up, y'all. That's what's up. I had a conversation when I was working as a waiter at a Italian restaurant, not named Olive Garden. It's better than Olive Garden. But I didn't know how to spell y'all because she would write y'all on the receipt. She'd say, thanks, y'all. And that was the waitress, and I was trying to figure out the game of being a waiter. You know, I watched the movie Waiting. It didn't really apply. I mean, actually, that movie is super accurate. If you've never seen it, it actually has all those stereotypes. And I thought it was YA''LL, like Yah will or something, or you know what I'm saying? But actually, you have it correct. It is Y''all. And then I met a lot of people in the past that would say, you guys. And I was like, you guys? What is that all about? And they're like, well, y'all is not like a word or something. You know how people like get all dictionary on you and stuff? And I'm like, dude, I've been saying y'all for quite a while. But I like it. I think it's a cool word. It's an inviting word, you know? Inglewood Deal says, if you use ChatGPT for descriptions, always reword it a little bit because your descriptions are going to sound the same like everyone else's. I don't know how many people are actually using it for their descriptions just yet, but I do understand what you're saying with that. But yeah, it's a great tool. I forget to use it sometimes, though. I was really heavy on it at the beginning of this year, and then honestly, I was trying to, this was before I got into this YouTube channel, like revived it, because I started this in 2020. You can see some of my older videos if you want to cringe your way through it, but I started a video game channel. It's Settlers of Catan, and I had, about 100 views, 200 views, and a couple, I love playing the game, and it was taking a long time to do all that, but I was trying to think of how to use ChatGPT to create a YouTube channel. And there's a couple of videos about using like B-roll, you voicing over, and then having the chat like help with bullet points on what to read and stuff. And people are already all over that trying to figure it out. It's super powerful, but it's only as good as like what you can put into it. You can't just say like, ChatGPT, tell me everything in the world. It's like you got to be kind of creative in how you ask its questions. Like I used it to help me with the lease agreement for my storefront downtown. I didn't know some of the words, so you could say, ChatGPT, act as a lawyer, and what does it mean with this question in this lease? And it would just answer. And I said, I don't understand. Give me another example, and it'd give you another example until you understand. Like it's super cool. Michelle says, I love Waiting. Yeah, I think it's early 2000s. I don't think it's in the late 90s, but like some of the movies late 90s to like early 2000s or mid 2000s are some of the best movies out there. Okay, we got O'Neill hybrid shorts in black. These went for $19 shipped. So I'm usually spending less than $4 on all this stuff. Less than $4. All right. 8 ounces. Get me some water. I hate like the long sourcing day. I do 15-hour sourcing days, and I always eat too out of what is it called? Non-cooked meals, like out of town meals, fast food, I guess. And I always just fast like the next morning. I try not to eat anything and just drink a lot of water to like cleanse myself. But it's just so hard to eat healthy when you're out on the road, All right. $4.44, triple fours on the shipping label for that one. 240 JZ, what's up, Sean? What's up, man? Or ma'am. I think you're a dude, though. I don't know. It's been really dead for me. It's been since the 22nd of this month. My traffic is down 20%, and many other sellers are down 70%. How's traffic seem? Are you still making sales? Seems like it. Yeah. So there was it was 30% down for the month, and then there were a few days. One day where I listed 0 items, first time in like a while. I guess since my son was born. And then there was a couple days where I only listed 15 items, 15 and like 13. And then the last couple days I went back up to like 30, 40 items. And then the last 3 days I've had over $600 in sales. I think it was 6, 7, and like 8 something. So it's bounced back, but I mean, I also increased the items I was posting. So try not to be demoralized, but just remember, good stuff sells. You know, if it's not selling because it's like mid-tier or lower, it's probably a little slower because of summer, but like it might have been able to sell faster when it was a bigger sales season. Like there's only so many people buying stuff at any one time, right? So like there's going to be down times and up times. Just try to make sure you're putting the good stuff in, because the good stuff usually sells. That's just pretty much how it goes. I do think we're getting out of it. I just I'm a little anxious to see what happens on September 1st whenever they turn on the student loan payments, because people are going to have less money to spend on stuff. So that's going to be interesting to see how sales go from there. But maybe there'll be more sales because people can't buy retail and they want to buy used that never buy used. So it could be to our advantage. This is the second Levi denim jacket. It is the Type 3 jacket. It's not the Big E jacket, but it did finally sell. Now I paid up for this. Whenever you guys... if you haven't seen that video where the one guy, he's going like this, I think, because he went to Texas Tech. But I bought his entire Hawaiian shirt collection. It's pretty much his whole wardrobe. He had a Big E jacket that sold for $210 in like one day. I paid $100 for that one. I paid $50 for this one, and it sold for $75 plus $9, so $84 paying $50. Not great, but this had like 3 flaws on it that I did not identify when I bought it. I was a bit overwhelmed with the whole deal. I paid $600 for 92 items. 2 of the items were $150, but those sales were almost $300 in sales of money like coming back. So that would be 90 items for $300, and then another like 8 items made like $400. So like I'm way into the profit on this deal. And it was the first and best deal of the buy sell trade store. I opened it in June. June 1 was the first day. So I did have a pretty awesome buy recently. I need to go to the consignment store. They are sending people my way. That's the second person they've sent my way. No, third. I think it was the third person they sent my way. And he had 2 Wrangler brush popper pearl snaps that they have like an inside feel to them. Oh man, I wonder if the bit rate is kind of affecting. Yeah, it's affecting it a little bit. Anyway, I had a pretty good buy. So what I need to do is go back to that consignment store and thank them, give them a couple more business cards, and then I need to probably buy something from there just to show like some good faith. Let me know if the stream is like choppy, like is the audio choppy? Let's see if we can, I wonder if I can lower this. Let me try to lower this. Okay. Well, I don't know. I tried to lower the bit rate a little bit, but we're going to continue on. Anyway, the buy sell trade store, it's working. It's doing its job. Okay, I'm going to pack this one in a legal flat rate envelope. Legal flat rate envelopes are good for like big pairs of jeans. This is a denim jacket. It's pretty big. Actually fit in there really nice. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's hard to tell. There's a thing called bit rate, and it all has to do with your internet upload speed. And mine in this freaking town, I don't have access to get fiber. So there's you know, like the most expensive neighborhoods have fiber access, and then the ones by like the hospital and some of those places do, but mine is not in those places. So one day I'll get some fiber, and then I'll have to worry about this stuff at all. Got it. Okay. Sleepless Endeavor. Or hang on a second. Michelle says, I like it, but it's repetitive. You're talking about ChatGPT, I think. Yeah, it can be. If you pay for the most expensive, or the paid one, I think it's $20 a month. I've heard it's incredible. I have yet to do it, but I think it's incredible. I've heard it's great. I know it's going to be because I've seen some examples of how it answers questions. It's wicked good. Sleepless Endeavor says, I got rid of my bad inventory from when I first started reselling, only to find commercial grade Keurig that I'm having a hard time letting go of. It is fine line between hoarding and reselling. Yeah, if you use it, keep it. Yeah, if you use the Keurig, keep it. If you don't use it, sell it. I'm in that same boat. I have a Margaritaville margarita machine that sells retail for like $3.30, and I paid $60, and I've probably made like 6 margaritas with it in the entire time I've had it. But I just know the day's going to come where I sell it, and the next day is like, hey, let's do a margarita party. And I'm like, I don't have any way to make them. I don't even have a blender, so. It's pretty awesome. I just hate cleaning the thing, and it's huge. Hanging trends. Do you promote your listings at all? I promote 0%. I feel like I think I say it every stream now, but yeah, 0%. If you got items that have strong sell-through, then you don't need to promote. And I try to only buy items that have, decent to strong sell-through. Here's a Johnson & Murphy. I've been going pretty heavy on Johnson & Murphy. This has a little bit of a geometric print, and it sold for $19 shipped. So, yeah, I've been paying like $5 for these. That's not great, but it's proof that it's a seller, though. So when I go to the thrift stores, I often remind myself, like, I'm buying stuff I want to sell. Like, I don't necessarily need to make $50 every time, but I need to make at least $5 to $8 at a minimum. So, like, ideally I'm making, 8 to 12, 12 to 15, whatever. But, like, sometimes it's good just to have sellers because I think it helps. Like, it helps the store to sell items. It's not just me making money every time I sell an item. Like, eBay gets their little cut. So, like, they're going to push people that they get cuts from, So, like, you want to be selling. Like, eBay loses money if you have a store that has items that don't sell, because as it may not cost, it may not seem like it costs you any money, but eBay's got to put money to have those items there, and then to show them to people, and then to see people bounce off is costing them time and money. So that's a thing. It's a thing. Let's see. Miguel says, is baby clothes and children clothes bad category? I think so. I think Facebook lots it's better, but I have sold kids' shoes on eBay. Actually, they sell pretty good if you know what to pick up. And usually kids' shoes are priced cheaper at the thrift store. Here's a Tommy Bahama. This has got some monkeys on it. It's a floral shirt from the $600 lot that I was just talking about previously. This sold for $38.99. So yeah, all those shirts coming in. I mean, most of those Hawaiian shirts were Tommy Bahama 100% silk. Probably like 50 of them were. Beatrice, good morning. How's it going? Good to have you in. 240 JZ. I have the normal stuff everyone else buys. What's available to me is Ralph Lauren, J. Crew, Levi, Perry Ellis, Puma, Quicksilver, Nike. It's pretty common pickups. Well, if you're selling Perry Ellis and Puma and J. Crew, you're doing pretty good because I don't pick those up very much. The only J. Crew I pick up is linen or cashmere, silk. But yeah, that Perry Ellis and Puma's never a pickup for me. So I'd be surprised. You know what? The next video I do when I research comps, I've been trying to do that once a week as like a way to help newer sellers to find items to sell. Maybe I'll do Perry Ellis and Puma. The double piece. The PP. We'll research some PP. It's stupid. If you get what I'm saying though, like that's a good one because you're right. Perry Ellis is what sold at Kohl's. Mark Anthony, like that's another one. If you can find profit in those items, like they're sold all across the country. The trick is you want to mix it in, and my buddy Mike was saying you want to mix in like $100 sales. Like, you got to be able to know which items those are, and that's kind of tough because you may only see them once a year, right? Or you may only see one $100 brand once a year, but if you know 100 $100 brands, maybe you'll see it 100 times a year, just one each time. Does that make sense? All right. We've got Eddie Bauer. This is a flannel. I picked this one up just because it's like pastel looking flannel. Usually flannels are darker colors because it's winter stuff. Let's see. And it's right under a pound. 865 Picker says, it sounds like you have some kind of voice changer on. It's almost cartoonish right now. No way. Test. Does it still sound cartoonish? Is it when I turn this way, though? Is that when it sounds weird? Because I'm not facing the mic? Say it ain't so, man. Say it ain't so. It comes and goes. It's probably when I turn away from the mic. Shoot. Okay, well, hey. We'll have to just press on. If it sounds too cartoonish, leave. No, go watch Cartoon Network. I don't know. 58 current viewers, 24 likes. That's pretty solid. I hope it sounds all right, man. I'm honestly trying to get this OBS to work because the picture's so good. Okay, the picture is so good. Ellen Speed, is that really your last name? What does it cost to mail the legal flat rate envelope? For my cost, it's $7.90. I don't know. I'm top rated plus though, so it may be the same. $7.90. What? All right, well, we'll have to just speed this along if it's really bothering some people. I don't want to have like a bad stream. It's probably because I changed the bit rate. I changed it like midstream. I've never done that before. But whatever. Is it like a cool robot voice though? Or is it like an annoying one? Like a robot that don't work? No problems with sound, Linda. Okay, well. Let's see. Dun dun dun. Okay. Rich Reyes says, children and babies' clothes aren't bad. I would say brand quality and pricing makes a difference. Yeah. Johnson Murphy's really good for me. The XC is money. Yeah, I've been finding some of the XC. I think it's like, does it say 4XC or something? Yeah, those polos. Hanger Bob says, Alfred Dunner JJL so well for me in plus size. Yeah, I sold an Alfred Dunner 3X plus top for $25 the other day. So, that was cool. I wonder if somebody's on my internet, like a bum outside or something. I don't think there's many bums outside, but there's probably one down the street that I know. Just because they came up to my door and they asked for cigarette money in my front door. I was like, are you kidding me, dude? I think they're squatting down the street. Researching PP all day. Yeah, we're talking about Puma and Perry Ellis. Audio's fine now. Yeah, man, the bad connection. Sounds like it's connection, not the mic. Yeah, let's see. I think the mic's good. I do have a dongle, though, for the mic, so. You sound fine, Robo. No problem. Here, no, stop now. By the time you have what I've typed, it's almost 5 minutes, so it has rectified itself. No, it's him. I think you sound fine. Swoop, thanks. Swooping in for the encouragement. Sounds fine. All right. Let's just keep going. I'll have to watch back this part, whatever time it's at. Let me see, so I don't. This was at the 43-minute mark on my end. I don't know if it's 40. The stream, it started a little different too today. But anyway. Yeah, we still, I guess we got like, I don't know, 10 items maybe. 10 items to go. Bam. All right, let's see. We got this one here. Okay, this is Bill's Khakis. Bill's Khakis, I've definitely bought the pants before, like the chino pants, but the tops actually sell. They're definitely slow. It's probably like a few months back. But it's It's selling for me. This one went for 13 plus 9, so $22 on the Bills khakis. They just look like plain button-ups. This one was plaid, though. 12 ounces. Nice. If you had a pair of headsets handy, so when you want to hear what we hear, you'd be able to do so. No way. Hang on a second. I'm going to try that. I've seen people use headsets, but I didn't understand what the point was. Here we go. Can you hear me? Or did that mess up the stream completely? Oh, no. I'm afraid that it froze. Let's see. Did it freeze? Is it working? Can you hear me? I can't hear it, though. Let's see. Dude. Did that just mess things up? Did I just mess up the stream? New things, guys. We're trying to get through these new things. Sorry if that froze. I don't know if it did. It looked like it froze on my end. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. I think it definitely froze. Echo. Froze, echo, and bad. Is it good now? Oh, no. All right, well, who is, let's see. I'm going to go back up. Sorry about that, dude. Mas Tejada, we're gonna put the shame finger on Mas Tejada. Like, why did you sabotage me? You said it would work. You can't do that stuff midstream. Everything's got to be set up before, and that's the reason why. So, Linda says housing challenge, not a bum. No, what they're doing is they're stealing somebody's space. Now, the whole deal with them is like who has the nerve to go up to somebody's house? Like when I was younger, my friend, his dad wasn't around, and his mom and his older brother were terrible people, and he would come to my house and ask for butter and sugar. And I remember being like, 8 years old or whatever. I was like, "What are you talking about, man?" Like, he asked for water. He's like, "Our water got cut off." And my mom would be like, "Yeah, let's give him some water and some stuff so they can make dinner." But like, if you come to my house and ask for like cigarette money because you claim you lost your wallet, like, you want to see like angry Sean? That's gonna bring it out, dude. I didn't like yell at her or nothing. I was just like, "No, like, are you kidding me? Like, of course not. Of course I won't help you." Housing challenge. Give me a break, dude. There's things that can be done to get out of those situations, and there's people who don't want to do the things that need to be done. They just want to like not work, not provide anything to society, and some of them are truly like mentally handicapped, but most of them are not. Most of them are just lazy. Because I've talked to him. I even offered to give a housing challenge, a homeless person, a dude who just doesn't want to work. I offered to pay them $20 to pick up trash for 30 minutes in this parking lot. He didn't do it. I said, "Okay, well, there you go, man. But you want me to just give you $20, right? Give me a break, dude." Oh my God. So yeah, I hate to go on little like bum tangents, but there are some things I don't care. Like, that ain't gonna, if you're not into that kind of thing, like, go help them out then, because most people don't, and most people shouldn't. Alexa says, sounds fine. Any new bolos? I have one Citron Santa Monica silk top, Centurion, 50 plus overnight. What do you consider a good sell-through rate? For me, it's like 30%. But my methods are a bit different than most. So like a good one would be 100% for sure. Maybe even 75. But like I go for 25 to 30. What's your system storage you do? What's your system for storage with you? Do you live in a 1-bedroom apartment? No, but Yosef, Brian Roning, he's got a YouTube channel. He's trying to resurrect. He's in a small apartment. So like you can look at his stuff. He's in a small place. I have an attached garage that I store 4,800 items in with the big Husky racks like Daily Refinement does. because I just copied his method. Then all the messages about the bad freezing. I'm so sorry that happened, guys. God dang, man. So sorry that happened. All right, let's catch up a bit. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm back. Yosef, where are you from? Texas, North Texas to be specific. Sounds like you're using the potato. Good now. Audio's a little weird now. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh no. That's all right, Mastaheda. I should have known. I should have known. Sounds like you're in a... Yeah, dude. It's... Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Yosef's from PA. Rich Rays, yeah, big difference. Helping the needy and enabling. Yeah, it ain't even enabling. It's... Well, I guess enabling's right. But... It's crazy. That stuff's crazy to me. Huge problem. All right. Let's see. We got this one. This is the. Let's see. So that's called Foxhorn. It's Polo Ralph Lauren. It's a corduroy pant, all over print. This one went for like $30. And it actually can go priority without the flat rate for $7.20. Let's see. Okay, so this is pretty crazy. This is 1 pound, like 5 ounces. Priority mail is $7.20, but ground advantage is $7.15. So, like, that's pretty weird. Let's see. Inglewood Deal says, for me, I would fight hard for my family to get shelter, even if it meant doing a bunch of different jobs. Yeah, it's totally totally different mindset for people, and yeah, I know, like, I mean, I worked a construction job for a number of, well, for a year, and he would hire like dudes off the street, right, to dig ditches or to like whatever. He'd be carries whatchamacallit, like cement bags or whatever needed to be done, you know, and them dudes would work like 4 hours and just quit. And it was hard work, no doubt, but like that hard work would have earned you like, you know, $80 or something, or maybe 64. I think he paid him like $8 an hour, which is pretty low, but nonetheless, you know, they just don't want to do any hard work. So Alexa says 30% for more than $50 sale price. You're talking about sell-through rate? You'll do 30% if it's more than 50. Yosef said, how did you get into reselling, your wife? And how long did it take to make money? Did you say life or wife? My wife doesn't help with the resale business. She does other things. She's not a reseller. It's just me and Randy. I got into it in 2019. So those were the kind of when it was... there were people doing it for sure. There were YouTubers out there, but it got much different after old COVID. It got much more difficult. That's a Ralph Lauren long sleeve. Went for $18 shipped. Alexa says 100% sell through for quick flips, 30 days or less. Yeah, it's hard to find 30 days or less though, because it would have to be like 30 sold and 10 listed. That's less than 30 days sell through. Like that is, so like if it's 30 listed, 30 sold, that's 90 days sell through because it's 90-day sale history. So yeah, it's extremely hard to find that stuff. That's why, like, if you have more aggressive pricing, like lower pricing, then your stuff will sell faster even if the sell through is slow because you're beating out all the other sellers. Yeah. You could call it a race to the bottom, sort of. But it's very subjective based on condition. Inglewood says, I know a guy that cleaned windows in a parking lot for 2 years. He was homeless. He used the money to get new clothes and ended up renting a room with someone. He's awesome. Or he got an awesome job and is good now. Yeah. There's so many ways to make money in that like level of money. Not like it's hard to make a lot of money, but there is a lot of ways to make a little money for sure. And the easiest way they do is just ask people, which, you know. Yosef says, do you sell women's and men's clothes also? Do you do videos and how you list? Yeah, dude, I do all that stuff. But I don't sell women's very often. I just sell men's. And I have some videos I've been trying to put out so that I can let people know how to do it. Because I learned everything from YouTube and myself. I mean, I taught myself quite a bit of stuff too. Trial and error. Yosef, would you ever review people's eBay stores, what to do and what not to do? That would get you good views. Yeah, I don't think it would do very good on views, but I've considered like charging people for that, but I don't really want to get into that just yet. And I've also think I may do like a membership. So like if you guys are enjoying this live right now, I may do like a $10 a month membership and you get like 3 of these a week or 4 a week, something like that. Is kind of what I'm thinking of doing, but I'm going to wait until the channel grows a little more, but that is an option because I don't mind doing these lives and like kind of giving you some insider information on some of this stuff, but it does take up a lot of time, and I think it would be better to do like a subscription-based thing. But yeah, and then I don't know. I'm not going to do like a reseller group. I consider that as a possibility, but it seems like a lot of work that I don't really want to do. But interacting with you guys and like having this one-on-one, I think is very important for, say you missed like coming to one, but you're still paying, but then you have a log of like videos you can just listen to while you're working, because I always try to find stuff to listen to while I'm doing, not really photos, but listings, because I try not to do photos anymore if I don't have to. But that is something that might be coming in the next year or so. Cole says, yeah, lately the shipping from the Ground Advantage to Priority is close, a little over a pound, good for us. I like Ground Advantage. It was good move by USPS. So if we do a membership, you'd also include eBay seller reviews? No, probably not. No, I don't think so, man. Like, because here's the problem with the store review, right? So if I took your store, Yosef, and I said, hey, these are how your photos need to look. Like, well, one, there's already a video on how to do the photos. Like, 2, these are how your titles are. Like, I guess that could be beneficial. But it comes down to what items you put up in your store, right? If you don't know how to, like, find the items that sell well, and you don't know how to lower the price enough to accept a little bit of money, because I don't make, like, a ton of money doing this. Like, I make a good amount of money, but other people, like, it's hard to sell, like, an entire mindset of thinking, because I've been doing this for so long that it's very difficult to be like, all right, you pay me $40, $100 for an hour or 2 hours, and then I'm supposed to like give you 3+ years, 4 years of like information in 1 hour or 2 hours. Like, you just can't do it. So people would kind of leave like, oh, that didn't work. Like I got screwed by, why pay for his stuff? That's why it's like, I don't want that pressure, and I don't know if it's something I'd feel good about taking the money like that, because I don't know if I can provide enough value in that short amount of time, because it's so much more than a store review, man. There are a lot of little pieces you have to perfect to make this work properly. Okay. Like, this is Abercrombie & Fitch. Like, this is just a pair of shorts. I paid probably $3.50 for these, and they sold for $19. So, like, if you find that, you can list it and sell it the same, But if you can't find it, or if you don't think that's enough money for your time, then you can't really do the same thing, right? So, but yeah, no, I don't know. If I did some type of like channel membership, it would just be access to like, let's just say 3 lives a week, and I would still do the live for YouTube on Saturday or Sundays, depending on football season. But you would get like 1 to 2 hours 3 times, so like anywhere from 3 to 6 hours of content for $10 a month, which, you know, that'd be 4 weeks. So it'd be like 12 to 16, right? 12 to 16. Ah, my wife's calling now. Sorry, babe. I hope everything's okay. My son had a fever 2 days ago, so she had to pick him up from daycare, and then he had to stay home from daycare, which, you know, that is part of it. Biscuit Butt, what's up, man? Happy to have you in. You're killing it. Thank you, man. I'm trying really hard. As you know, Dave, he is the ADHD Dave. That's someone who I look up to in like content-wise. You know, I feel like I can be better at content, so I'm constantly trying to improve myself and my gear, stuff like that. This stream is not a good example of that because we've had a couple technical difficulties. Mas Tejadas told me to put some... he told me to like use the earbuds, you know, to hear what you guys hear. And then I connected my AirPods and the whole stream went frozen for a second. And then the audio is bad, and we're still trying to get there, you know. And that's what happens when you go live, though. Like, stuff happens. I mean, Taylor Swift doesn't have a perfect performance every time, like, and neither does Taylor Exchange. You know, neither does Taylor Exchange. All right. Here's a Travis Matthews shirt. Yosef says sales, like that's sales. I guess. I don't know. It's okay. Here's a good example. Like asking for a store review, in my opinion, is like I don't want to do it, right? But then somebody also asked me to sell them my old socks and give them foot pictures. He was gonna pay, right? As a guy, he's a big gay man, and I was kind of thinking to myself like, do I want to ask him for some money for this? Like, no, I don't want to do this. So it's like the store reviews. Like, no, I don't want to do store reviews, man. You guys can figure this out. You don't got to pay for that. Yosef says, who is ADH Dave? What YouTube content does he do? Just go to Trash to Cash podcast, and then you'll see the three guys. And yeah, he's a very talented individual. So definitely not my style of reselling. Like his business reselling is far different from mine, but yeah, he's just tell him Taylor Exchange sent you, and then ask him all the questions you asked me in this stream and see what he says. It'll be funny. But yeah, now there's people just making like so much money on content. It's bizarre. It really is, and it's not like store reviews. Like they're just making it based off of just value they provide. It's crazy. It's very crazy. Anyway, this Travis Matthew polo, 15 plus 9, so $24 on a plain polo. It is a 3XL. That's why it sold for that much. Okay. Two thrifty girls. Do you plan on doing reselling for a long time? Biscuit Boat says Dave's head doesn't need to get any bigger. Come on. I mean, that's true. Okay, two thrifty girls. Do you want the 5-year plan? My 5-year plan? So there's a couple paths that I think I can go down, that I envision myself going down. One, open like a full-fledged buy-sell trade store with like racks and music and maybe 2 employees, like a manager, Randy, and then like another part-timer. Open from 12 to 8, Tuesday through Saturday. I try not to be there at all during the evenings or Saturday. And continue doing content about that, maybe similar to Craigslist Hunter, where he's sitting there and then like the buy-sell trade deals come in and I go on video and show like what I'm going to pay for them, that type of deal. 2, not just my store, like where it is downtown, but maybe another location, possibly the one downtown, but have my items on site, like my 5,000 items in that location, like either in the same building somewhere or right in the same like ground level, and then have QR codes on my walls and then have like tablets available, and then people can actually send their items to me, like buy, sell, trade, or they can come in and sell their clothes, but then they could also buy from my eBay store directly in person, and then I just delist the items there. So that item, that plan could work as well. Another plan would be to keep ramping up content. Try to make enough money on content to where I don't have to make as much money reselling and still have the money I need for my family and stuff. But also maybe dive deeper into Amazon influencer program. So I'm an Amazon influencer. I do video product reviews for Amazon products, and today I made like $12 on that. You know, one day I make like $2, one day I make $12, one day I made $50. So there are people making $100, $200, $500 a day on the influencer program. But it's very challenging to get a bunch of products to make the videos, and then if the videos do well, sometimes they get taken down because other people create better videos, or you know, Amazon chooses another person's video to slot in that product spot. So those are 3 career paths, you can call it. The other one is I might run for president. I'm just kidding. Not run for president. But yeah, and then the other thing is say like I do the channel membership that I mentioned, $10 a month. Say you have, I don't know, 1,000 members paying $10 a month, and maybe I'm doing 5 lives a week, and you get 20-hour lives. That's 20 hours of reselling direct content where you can be involved in the chat and ask questions for $10 a month. So then if I have 1,000 people involved in that group, then that'd be $10,000 a month. And then, you know, maybe I spend some time doing thrift trips like across the country. You know, maybe I can retire my wife and she don't have to do her job, but then I tell her like, Steph, I need you to make $20,000 a year, do whatever you want, but you got to make that money. And then she can kind of live like a more free life, and then my son will have more access to her, and you know, that kind of stuff. So ideally, you want to get to the point where you make enough money to be able to choose what you want to do with your life and choose how you want the money to come in. And I think I'm probably 5 years away from really having that hammered out good, you know. So totally off topic, but you asked the question, 2 thrifty girls. You asked it and you got it. Here we go. See this one? Woo! So this is Jahaney Barnes. Jahaney Barnes is one I've been going super heavy in. It's really good. This one sold for $17.49 plus $8.99 shipping. It's priced pretty much like most items. Interesting enough, when I went to Oklahoma City, every single store had button-ups priced at $6. The entire city, pretty much $6. So are you paying $6 to sell something for $26.50? I don't know, maybe. Real Salt, what's up? What's up, man? Hope I'm not too late for the live. Dude, you missed a lot of, let's just say you missed a lot. So yeah, you'll have to rewatch, but some of it you're probably glad you missed because it was rough. Moss says, now I know if I ever come across you at a thrift, all I have to say is, I'm the dude that told you to use headphones on the live stream. Yeah, dude, I did run into a viewer in Oklahoma City. So I live in Wichita Falls, Texas. Oklahoma City, I ran into a viewer in Norman, Oklahoma. I was talking to this woman because I thought she was a reseller. Like I sniffed her out as a reseller, and she was kind of in my aisle, and I was like, are you a reseller? Because usually it turns people off from focusing, and I'm still going through the racks. It's sneaky. I know it's sneaky, but I did that. She said she kind of did. Well, this guy was like, he goes, oh, are you a reseller? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I do that, and I do YouTube videos. He goes, I know you because I've watched your videos. And I said, dude, what's up? His name was Sean as well. So it was a nice moment. It was a nice moment. I didn't catch it on film, and I wasn't going to just stick my camera in his face, but he was cool. Lance Johnson, hello. How's the credit card game going? Which credit cards will you get after you get your sign-up bonus done? I'm going to change out my my cost of goods card, and I don't know. I haven't really looked, but probably another like business style one rather than like a personal one, because the business ones seem to have like a little bit better bonus money. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren long sleeve silk linen shirt. This went for $60. So that's a pretty good one. And it was a 2XL in blue. $60. Yosef says, where do you get your knowledge on what brands sell and what doesn't? So I have some recent videos I've been doing, Yosef, and it's pretty much answering that exact question. When you look at the thumbnails, whichever ones have like brand names, like my most recent one was like, there's like a Old Navy, like a Van Heusen one. Duluth was the most recent one. Follow that method to figure out what to do. That'll help. Dun, dun, dun. It just takes a while, man. It takes a while to build up a store. Like it's a lot of nickel and diamond, I guess, to build it up. Yosef says, how much is your average sales per week, per month? I want to know. Just like when I played football, I'm competitive. Yeah, man. You're asking a lot of the right questions, that's for sure. So, my average sale price is $23.60, and I usually sell around $500 a day. So, it's like, I don't know, whatever that math is. And last year, I sold $181,000 on eBay, and I made $60,000. And this year, I'll sell probably like $210,000 and I'll profit $70,000, but then I'm probably paying Randy like a little chunk of that as well. So it's going to be similar profit because she's just part-time. So yeah. And then with all the social media stuff, I probably am going to make like $10,000 this year on social media. That's YouTube, Amazon influencer, the gyro pack, commissions. So that's kind of where I'm at as an earner. Sleepless Endeavors. What is the most watchers you've had on an item? I got up to 90 on one item. That's not good, Sleepless Endeavors. When I first started reselling, I always looked at the watchers and stuff. It was like a big thing for me. Now I don't look at it at all, so I couldn't really tell you what the highest is, because if you have 90 people that look and then don't buy, it means something's wrong, probably. It's like there's something really good about it, but then there's something really bad about it. And that's a problem. You want 0 watchers. You just want them to buy like that. Okay, so this next one is Game Guard. Game Guard is kind of like Columbia, Magellan. This one went for $20 shipped. And it was just a blue XL plaid. They're like vented fishing shirts. Biscuit Butt says, I texted Dave and Kevin to see if I can get them in here. Laugh aloud. Kevin is probably napping and Dave is probably listing Barbie dolls. Carrie is sleeping. Dude, good night, man. Yeah, no, one viewer said Kevin had seen or heard of the channel and he mentioned it in one of his videos, but I tried finding it, but the dude's got so much content I couldn't figure out which video it was. And the reason they probably see that is like as a creator on YouTube, which I think you have a YouTube channel, but there's a certain thing that'll allow you to see what other viewers watch. So like there's 20 channels that other viewers watch similar to mine, and it's like Dixon Pickens, Bo Johnson, like Daily Refinements, Kaylee Eileen, Big Yumbo, like all those people that are in the clothing type niche. Like he probably saw mine somehow through there, most likely. But he's a big YouTuber, so he probably has watched a video or two, I'm sure. Monique Foster, hi from Oklahoma. Finally got to see you. I was there yesterday. Why didn't you see me? Why didn't we run into each other? I was in OKC. I went to Norman and Moore. Moore is such a excellent city. Excellent city. Yeah, I did really good in Moore. I found a pair of pants, which I can't remember the name. I think it's CRYE or CYRE, CRYE. And they're like camo knee padded like pants, and they sell for like $150, I think. Oh, it's like Cryo Precision. Precision's on the end of that brand. And yeah, it's a bolo. Every time I say bolo, I think of those can't remember their names, man. They have like the podcast, the Pure Hustle podcast. Is that what it's called? Pure Hustle? Yeah, they're like, they have that drop that's like bolo, bolo, bolo. That's so stupid. But they did a spoof of Office Space where they were beating up an item or something. It was so funny. It's an old video. It's probably like a 5-year-old video, but they have it on their channel you can find. Yeah, Cryo Precision. Exactly. Swoop coming in with the data. Yeah, so look out for that one. And it's very hard to see the actual like brand name. It was on the bottom lip of the outside cargo pocket on one cargo pocket, and you could barely see it. It was insane. These are the item from the thumbnail. They're the Nike sweat shorts, and they're black and floral. They went for $38.99. So that was cool. And I just picked those up recently too. Cool. So we're almost at lunchtime. Whenever I get these items packed, I'm going to take them to the post office and grab some lunch. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. This is Tasso Elba. It's a silk linen shirt. It's like this blue floral. It went for $17 shipped. Yosef's, how do you get good with taxes? You write off gas mileage. You pay for your products. Do you have LLC? Yeah, I have an LLC and I file as an S corporation to save on that. And I drive a Honda Civic hatchback, so I can hold a lot of stuff and save on fuel that way too. And definitely, I have a CPA. I pay him probably $800 a year because he has to file the S Corp stuff quarterly, and then he does my family taxes for like $250, $300. Then he does my payroll taxes, which I think is a little bit of money too. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff involved. That's why I asked for some help and pay for it, because they're complete experts at it. You know, you can do it yourself, but I also because I pay sales tax when I do in-store sales for my buy-sell trade store. My friend Mike told me how to take that little sheet to the thrift stores to get tax-free items. So that's actually something that I'm about to implement probably today, maybe. I don't know. So that is another thing that can help save you some money. How do you launch the guy you said earlier? Oh, okay. Yosef's asking about Brian Roning. This is his name. And he doesn't have like a ton of YouTube videos out. He got into YouTube when I did, when we 2020-ish era. And he's kicking it back up, but like there's a couple videos he put out about how difficult it is selling out of a small room, and like his setup is super tight, but it's super efficient. So go check his, just type YouTube and you can find it. I don't have his link right now. Let me get this label, man. But yeah, it's, Yosef, you are about out of questions, dude. You're about out of questions. I wonder if the volume's high on this. Does it sound better now? Is there less peaks, like whenever I get a little bit louder? There's like a volume knob on the Yeti. I should like have another computer open and run like a test stream by myself or something like that, or have the headphones in like y'all were saying earlier. Christina Smith, what's up? I'm good. How are you? How are you? I'm good. I'm good. A little tired. I got back from Oklahoma City at 11:35, I think. And then I went to bed at like 11:50. And then my son, he woke up and my wife helped him out, the bottle, changed him. And then she asked for me to hold him because he just was being like a little fussy and stuff. So then I got back up at, it was 1:45, and then I held him till 2:15. And then I woke up at 6:15. So, yeah, pretty tired today. Pretty tired, but I'm going to combat that with energy drinks. Like, I'm definitely going to get me an energy drink. I tried to quit, man. I quit for a while, and like I was feeling pretty good. But nothing beats the sweet, bubbly carbonation of a Monster energy drink, you know? And it just fires me up. Like, I can knock all my listings out. I can do some content. Like, I can, you know, I can bring the juice is what I like to call it. Like, the juice is what you need to do stuff. And I get it from caffeine. Becky Galiente. Do you ship through eBay or pirate ship? If pirate, why? This is a brown Ralph Lauren polo for 17 shipped. I use eBay for most everything. The times I use pirate ship is when it's a bulk order, most likely. And I use it because the cubic rates are really good. So. And because I love pirates. That's also why. I love when they say, like, "Arg, welcome back." Christy Smith, cleaning shoes, wah wah, but good. Drink your Monster. I know. I had I don't even want to say it. I had 3 yesterday. But Oklahoma City, it's 2 hours and like 35-minute drive to get there. So I had one for breakfast on the drive there. And then I had one for like before lunch. And then I had one like mid-afternoon. And then I had a Coke to drink at night, and I had a Victory Cone from Brahms. So yeah, it's I'm fasting right now. I'm fasting. I'm letting my body eat the crap I put into it yesterday. Yosef found Brian right on, man. Tell Brian that I sent you as well. He'll get a kick out of it. Biscuit Butt. Many use pirate ship for their cubic shipping rate, and they also have CC that gets points or money back. That's why they use pirate ship. They have a credit card. That's what I said. CC. They have a credit card. That's cool. I'll tell you this though. If you guys can get an LLC for cheap, I mean, for Texas it's $300. I know that's not cheap, but if you have an LLC, you can apply for business credit cards. And my business credit card with Chase, it's 3% cash back on shipping labels. I don't know what pirate ships is, but 3%. Like, I think I'm gonna spend probably like $60,000 in shipping labels this year. So 3% of 60 grand is like $1 billion. So it's a lot. It's definitely a lot of money. And I just found out about that thanks to my friend Mike. Like, gotta thank him for a lot of stuff, man. Hang on a second. Here we go. This is a NCAA Texas Tech short sleeve polo. College football starting. You're going to want to find some of that stuff. 11 ounces. Swoop says, do you plan on investing in property down the line? That's a wonderful question, Swoop. So I actually, I had this idea where I'm going to take $20 and I'm going to turn it into a flip house. I'm going to use the 20 to buy items from Goodwill, flip it, use the profit to make repairs. Just kidding. Harry Tornado has already taken that idea and ran with it. No, so there's a couple housing opportunity type situations where, like, the house I'm in now may become a rental. We may be getting into a house in the future. There's a house we may buy, like, almost, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't really want to get into it because it stresses me out a little bit, just because we're trying to help my wife's sister and husband out, my brother-in-law, which, I mean, I want to help him out, but, like, there's just a couple things happening. Eventually, yeah, I think with my knowledge of, like, basic repairs and construction, like, I could knock out a lot of that stuff and maybe make, like, reselling / handyman repair job for today's video. Like, I think it'd be cool. I really like construction. Here's the tape measure. Like, you can see this has been used. Like, a lot of people have tapes that have never been worn or used. But yeah, this thing is this is actually like my first tape that I bought when I got my first construction job. And yeah, I put a T in it so no one would steal it. I put a T on it. Nobody would want this crappy tape measure. The tape measures you want to buy are the Stanley Fat Maxes. This is just the chrome one, but the Fat Max is a bit wider, and it's a real tape. But 25 footer is what you want to get to. So Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking, Swope. That's what I'm thinking, man. Yosef says, me asking questions help you actually. You should thank me. No, Yosef, it does not help me whatsoever. It honestly, it was every question you asked felt like another splinter into my throat because I want to talk about myself. I don't want to talk about your questions. But I am glad that some of the questions you had other people may have had, so answering them does help a multitude of people. But no, it does not. It does not. There's no thanks for you, Yosef. Trust me, no thanks. So, Zachary says, I quit drinking Monsters for 3 months, which I felt so much better without, but I'm back to drink. I know. There's a grocery store in my town. It's United Market Street. There's 3 of them actually, and it's 3 for $6 for Monsters. Like 3 for $6, dude. Ah, so good. Okay. Oh, here we go. That's the last one, folks. So if you guys want colored poly mailers, use Gyro Pack down below. Taylor 10 gets you 10% off. They're the best prices around. It'll help me make more money to drink more Monsters. But honestly, look at these bags. Let me show them off real quick. Well, these other ones are like kind of filed in a box, but nonetheless, bunch of different colors, really cool. I'd go with the royal blue as my favorite color. I'll finish up questions. No more questions after Christina Smith's last question or a comment. He also said, you said $1 billion, that's why I have a CPA. Yeah, exactly. Christina says, sounds like a great day. That's a lot of caffeine, but I get it. I'm that way with coffee. Yeah, hope you found great stuff. You'll see the video. I film too. So like filming adds another element of effort. So I did do that. Do the handyman videos. That's good content, I would tell you. Yeah, I'm just not going to do it right now because it has to... If I'm doing handyman content, I'm making a lot of money because I'm not worried about like reselling as much. So not there yet. Still have to do a lot of reselling. Dirk says, what processes can a newbie implement, tighten up, or scale to reach 100,000 in sales? Is it as simple as list? Absolutely not. It's not very simple, dude, but it is possible. I would suggest just focus on items that sell. Just focus on items that sell. Because if you want to grow and you start buying stuff that doesn't sell, then you run out of space and then you run out of like motivation and money because you're putting money into the item. So definitely just focus on what is around me that sells all the time and keep buying those items. And then eventually you just watch some of the videos on the processes, but you'll get faster at what you do. And then you'll be like, oh, I can handle 20 a day, 30 a day. And I'm at 30. I don't really go over 30 because it gets a little boring and stuff. Christina Smith, I work construction for my uncle every summer during high school. Very handy life skill stuff. Absolutely. It's just measuring and cutting is pretty much all construction. I used your code last week, Fact Painter. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm sorry for all the technical glitches early on, but I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you have a good rest of the day. And Great Deals Depot, just because you came in just now, I'm going to answer your last question. Seems like I see many resellers either doing really well or not so well, even if they are large or small. Not seeing any pattern going on. Many are moving off the platform. That's because people are giving up. So don't give up. Just understand that sometimes you don't make the same money you used to make, and that's okay. As long as you're getting better at what you're doing, you're gonna rise to the top.